Are you here to sit down?
Yeah, just for a while until my next one hurts. I had to change
Okay, so this is the beginning band, and I want to remind you at the very beginning of the school year that they couldn't play an instrument at all, and they've made so much progress. I'm so proud of them too. We'll play 4 songs for you tonight, and I'll probably have to say which one it is after every song for my percussionists. Just bear with me. First, we'll play a song called The Tempest. The kids so lovingly call it The Dentist, so you're welcome. And then we'll play a song called Tadpoles, and then Star Wars will be up, and then Embark. We'll talk about that when we get it. All right, enjoy. this year we've played a song by Randy Standy. So this is Tadpoles by Randy Standy. The next song is Star Wars. So this last song the beginning band is going to play is called Embark. And I think it's really fun because they're about to embark on a new journey, which is dance. Okay, this is Matthew Franco. He is going to be our band president of Orion next year. So as such, he is going to lead the new, this is cool. This is like basically next year's advanced band. So pretty cool. Anyways, so he's going to lead this song, which is just going to be like background music, because I wanted to do something fun for the ninth graders. So, Matthew, go ahead. So, these are our wonderful ninth graders of Orion. They're super great. I like them a lot. They are growing up or something and going to the high school. So I have a little gift for them. And then they also get to come and stand over here and get a prize, kind of. So if you want to take pictures, if you're their parent, you can come take pictures. Okay. Okay, so ninth graders, when I call your name, you're going to come this way. And then these two are going to give you a duck. It's a good luck duck, for good luck. Okay, you guys ready? Matthew's trying to get you to start. Shh. Okay, this is the Orion Junior High Dance Band. Woo! I need to take this moment and brag about your students because we had our pre-show entertainment today by Gavin Miller. Gavin got a one solo and ensemble, so that was really great. We also had several other students who participated in solo and ensemble. Tucker Schaefermeyer participated, and so did Natalie Frankham, and Drew Plant, and Barrett Thornley, and Miles Irvine, and Whitney Barrett. Did I miss anybody? And Hallie Brewer! Oh yeah, she's right in front of me. Okay, I miss Hallie. But they all participated, and they did so good. I was so proud of them. And I also need to take a second and brag about this group of kids right here. I'm not supposed to tell you this, so you didn't hear it from me. But they got the best scores at festival in the school district. So that was pretty cool. But you didn't hear that from me. Nope, it wasn't me.
You left me out. Pretty sure.
What? Yeah, you were part of the group.
You didn't get that before.
You were there too. My percussionists were there too. They did good. Okay, this is The Incredibles theme song from the movie The Incredibles. We have Gavin Miller on drum set, so enjoy.
And then on Tiffany.
Yeah, can you wait 1, 2, 3? Hey, I just wanted to thank you all for all of your support for our band fundraiser. We are trying to buy new instruments. We don't have very many wind instruments here at Orion, just because in the past we've been like, you can just buy your own. But there's a lot of students who I think want to do band who can't just go buy an instrument. So, especially like the really expensive ones, like these tenor saxophones. So, thank you for all of your support for that. We are accepting donations until Saturday, so if you're feeling generous. Okay, so I have to think about this because you're gonna judge me if you don't. Okay, so this is a piece the ninth graders really wanted to play, but everybody else hated it. But it's good for them to learn new things, so we did it anyways. So this piece is called Shenandoah. It's really pretty. So thank you. company called Music in the Arts is trying to get kids involved in music and really excited about it. So this piece is called In Your Wildest Dreams. I think it's so fun, and the kids really did such a great job with it. I chose this to be our last song of the concert because, again, for our ninth graders, anything is possible in your wildest dreams if you do good things. I don't know, it's cheesy in my head. So, thank you so much for all coming out. A couple of things while I have a microphone, because somebody gave me that. Please remember if your kid has a school instrument, I need them to be turned in by Monday at the latest. If they check it in with me tomorrow, I won't be mad. Tomorrow we're having our class party, and I didn't get to tell my beginning band students that, and I'm very sorry. Or my percussion students, I'm very sorry. I all forgot. Okay, anyways, so thank you so much for coming out tonight. This is our final piece. And also, if your kids are able, we really need help cleaning up after. Thank you.
He broke my mouthpiece. No, I didn't.